Alright guys, you're going to see some familiar foes and faces in this video, and then some ones that we haven't talked about in quite a while. In fact, until Savvy Artist brought it up on Twitter, I had forgotten that I even made videos about some of these people, so it's very interesting how all of this ties together. So, going back about a week ago, Smash JT put out this article talking about CEO of Sweet Baby Inc., Kim Belair, and her very questionable choice of podcast topics that she used to speak about on the Sexiest Podcast with a friend of hers. And of course, to each their own, they can talk about whatever they want to. But it became very clear that Kim was simply chasing whatever grift she could, trying to embed herself into any niche conversation that she was able to and mold herself into whatever the current topic of the day was. This is obviously where she got the idea in 2018 to make Sweet Baby Inc. because the opportunity presented itself, and she had her past experience at Ubisoft, and the rest, of course, is just history. So now we are seeing over the weekend that the Powell Group, which is a company that does consulting and a lot of investment information is available on their website, has decided to partner with Sweet Baby Inc. And you can see on the Powell Group's website itself, it says, "Unlock your potential with our video game consulting strategy and expertise." And this is more than just a narrative design company or consulting company like Sweet Baby Inc., like GamerX, like Black Girl Gamers. These guys say that they have nearly 3 decades of industry experience where they empower developers and publishers with video game consulting services for business strategy, insights, and partnerships for success. And they even do such things as video game IP acquisition, game scouting, game viability assessments, the works. Again, they are much larger than Sweet Baby Inc., at least on the surface. That being said, we have now seen that the Powell Group has hidden all of their connections to Sweet Baby Inc., which is absolutely hilarious because this just got discovered a few days ago by Master of the TDS from Gothic Therapy here on YouTube. And so this article here that I wrote up on my website says the Powell Group hides their connections to Sweet Baby Inc. It was recently revealed by ex-user Master of the TDS on his YouTube channel that Sweet Baby Inc., the infamous DEI consulting agency that kicked off Gamergate 2, has now landed a partnership with the Powell Group. Via their own website, they state that their mission is to empower developers and publishers with video game consulting services for business strategy, insights, and partnerships for success. While most people likely have never heard of the Powell Group, this is a major move for Sweet Baby Inc. As pointed out by That Park Place, this partnership with the Powell Group does appear to provide Sweet Baby Inc. with even more access to video game developers and investors, a list of about 800 I do believe, to push their woke agenda. The Powell Group publishes a yearly investor list with the most recent one including over 800 investors and 500 publishers. So this is kind of a big deal for Sweet Baby Inc. They are not going anywhere anytime soon. Of course, I did some digging into the Powell Group and found some interesting connections as well. The Powell Group also appears to outsource their accessibility consulting to an agency known as Playability. From their site, they state, the Powell Group partners with Playability Consultancy, an agency composed of a diverse range of people with disabilities to tackle accessibility in games. For anyone who's still unaware, accessibility is the latest term that the DEI grifters have appropriated in their woke crusade to push away mainstream audiences from the video game market. And of course, I did have a link here of their disabled individuals on their team, and you can see that every single one of them has pronouns in their bio. Now, some of these people have legitimate disabilities, such as hearing issues, color blindness, actual blindness, but then there's some very strange ones. Somebody who apparently is autistic, so okay, I guess that's a disability of sorts, but honestly, let's face it, how many people on the internet these days all talk about their autism? I mean, eventually, it may not be considered much of a disability. Other people who have disabilities but don't actually have them listed. One woman who apparently has a stutter and does stutter research, I guess. Another woman that's Dr. Amy Kavanaugh, is an award-winning activist, disability consultant, and content creator. She's a low vision gamer. So whatever that means. She's hard of vision, I guess. I don't know. But again, this is something that we have seen used as a grift for a long time now. The team predictably has their pronouns listed as well. While it's honorable for developers and technologists to attempt to innovate new ways to make games playable for disabled individuals, we have seen accessibility consultants use this agenda as a way to shoehorn in sensitivity readers, censor problematic terminology, and add trigger warnings to video games, which we have recently seen in Life is Strange Double Exposure. One such example is Laura Kate Dale, who we talked about recently in a video, and so did Smash JT. He's actually covered this person quite extensively. The transgender accessibility consultant who helped destroy not only Life is Strange Double Exposure, but Dragon Age the Veilguard, the latter of which chose to remove spiders from the game as to not trigger anyone's arachnophobia. And yes, this was a real thing that Park Place covered about a week or two ago. Actually, this is back on October 10th. This is earlier last month before the game even released. Apparently, they made the decision to remove spiders from the game because it would scare people, I guess. I don't know. They're getting trigger warnings left and right for these people. Life is Strange Double Exposure went one step further, adding a whole list of trigger warnings to the game, with things such as blood, sex, drugs, and transphobia having a warning that will pop up on screen. I shit you not. This is stuff that this person, Laura K. Dale, did to make the game more, and in air quotes, accessible for modern audiences. So now in a predictable move, the Powell Group has seemingly deleted their webpage linking them to Sweet Baby Inc. This was discovered by YouTuber Veradark, who posted on X that the Powell Group has removed their Sweet Baby Inc. partnership announcement page, which, to be honest, is not really much of a shock. I don't think anybody's really surprised by this, but it is pretty funny that every time Sweet Baby has some sort of big move that they make or big announcement that comes out, people just start to run for cover and try to distance themselves from this company. Master of the TDS then revealed that they went the extra distance to delete their announcement from LinkedIn, saying the Powell Group has not only deleted their page announcing their collaboration with Sweet Baby Inc., but they have deleted all their posts about it on LinkedIn as well. And you can see he shared a screenshot of the original post from a week ago and what it looks like today, where the post cannot be displayed. This is the same tactic that we saw Sweet Baby Inc. take after CEO Kim Belair spoke at the XOXO Festival in Portland back in October. The Sweet Baby Inc. website went through a renovation that saw their clients and project lists scrubbed, as well as altering their stated purpose in the games industry. And you can even see their website right now is not the same website it was 6 months ago. They have removed a lot of their clients. They've removed a lot of the games that they've worked on, trying to, in fact, hide a lot of what they have actually done in the video game industry. Now, here's where things take a weird turn that just came out today, and it actually connects to some stuff that I've talked about in the past. Savvy Artist says that she can already connect the Powell Group to two other things that she's working on mapping. Once again, the usual suspects connect so easily together, presenting themselves as a larger group when in reality, it boils back down to the same handful of people. Jay Powell, who is the founder of the Powell Group, is on the IGDA board along with other of his staffers at the Powell Group. The IGDA is quite the DEI promoter, a nonprofit that is partnered with some big names that no doubt there's crossover benefit for, given I see some common names. The other one is Women in Games, that social circle that has the usual suspects giving each other pats on the back for being stunning and brave. Naturally, the IGDA would be a great benefit for the Powell Group and vice versa. The oddest thing, though, is how the Powell Group seems to be pushing a book, online classes you can pay for, and more, wanting to be a one-stop shop for all things dev publisher. Their YouTube and Twitch that they've been trying to make a push to grow has some interesting talks. They are commission-based, so if they take you on, they don't get paid till you get put on a publisher list for that element of their business. They also claim to help with pitch decks if you don't hire them outright to find a publisher. Given the amount of DEI and what the IGDA is, partnering up with the SBI seemed like a good idea apparently, and now they're under a microscope. Congratulations. And the funniest thing about the IGDA is I actually did a video on them and got contacted by an anonymous person who claimed that these people do not do what I said they did. And now we have Savvy connecting the dots between Sweet Baby Inc., the Powell Group, and the IGDA, but it gets even better. I said on here, the IGDA is a fun one. One of the co-founders, Michelle Clow, has been a panelist at the GDC and is a partner at a consulting and narrative design agency known as Tailspinners. I don't know if this sounds familiar to any of you guys, but Tailspinners is a narrative design company, and I'll get to that in a second. But again, this is Michelle Clow, or Clough, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, to be honest. Game writer, editor, partner of Tailspinners, co-founder of the IGDA, Romance and Sexuality SIG. She, her, cis, straightish, social justice cleric, and thirsty AF. Now, it gets even better, because Tailspinners, where she is a partner at, has a mentorship program that has launched several individuals' careers, one of which is Kelly Hornung, who is one of the writers at Haven Studio working on the upcoming Sony Cringe Fest, known as Fair Game. And again, I am sure many of you guys remember Fair Game, a game that was teased a few months ago, right around the time I believe that Concord came out, and it of course is a game that is being developed by a studio that is owned by Sony, And it is their launch game. I believe Haven, the studio behind Fair Game, it is their first title. This person here, Kelly Hornung, is doing the writing for the game, or at least one of the writers on the game, connected to the IGDA's co-founder, who's a complete freaky weirdo. I'm talking, this gal is, if you go through her tweet history, there's some pretty freaky stuff in there. Going all the way back to connections to the IGDA and Sweet Baby Inc. So I'm going to leave it right there, guys. Let me know what you think about all this stuff. This is quite a rabbit hole to dive down. I will see you guys on the next one. All right, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I do have 2 channels, Minimal Effort Podcast, as well as my gaming channel. I do have a Twitch and Kick for my gaming channel. We do live streams over there occasionally, maybe once a week. And then if you are in the market for a new PC, make sure to check out Meta PCs. Click the link I have down below. Use code TBO at checkout for a special discount. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.